Hello everyone, Carthu here, welcome back to the dojo, and before the video starts, I would like to give a humongous shout out to Sailor Spaz on Twitter. She deserves all the followers. When Herms doesn't translate something or can't because he's busy, she is always there to translate for us. So Sailor Spaz needs the followers. Let's go. Let's be a good community and go follow her on Twitter. That way we're always up to date on what information's coming out. But for those of you who haven't heard it yet, there are some new spoilers about Dragon Ball Super, episodes 103, episodes 104. So this will be a week from this Saturday, and then 2 weeks from this Saturday. Just don't get confused. Neither of these is next episode, which is 102. Now, the reason I'd like to talk about these, I usually don't like spoilers. They bore me, usually, unless they have some good information. A lot of them are boring. But this one has some interesting things to talk about. I'll talk about everything since I'm putting the whole thing on the screen right now, not just half of it. Alright, episode 103. Harden Your Heart, Gohan. The decisive battle with Universe 10. Or the battle with Universe 10, Gohan's resolve. Revealing their true nature, Universe 2's warriors drive Universe 10 into a corner. Also, Gohan and the other Universe 7 warriors challenge the likes of Botamo and Universe 10's warriors to a battle. Now, from what it seems like, is maybe Frost will get involved, maybe someone from Universe 10 will actually be fairly strong, a fair challenge to base Gohan. Maybe. But that's not the big spoiler. I'll say, really, it looks interesting. We're going to get a Gohan episode. I'm not surprised. I hope we get a Piccolo episode. I hope we get a Tenshin, and I hope we get a Roshi episode. Because really, those are the episodes that make this tournament great, is going back to having episodes about characters that aren't Son Goku. So I'm really, really hoping. Next episode even seems like it might be a little bit more Vegeta focused. So as long as this trend keeps continuing, I'm a happy guy. As for it being Botamo and some Universe 10 warriors, it says the likes of Botamo and Universe 10's warriors. So maybe Botamo, Magetta, and some of the other Universe 6 guys, and maybe some of the fodder Universe 10 guys. And the Universe 6 guys are what's actually going to give Gohan the issue. Perhaps. But really, again, I don't think that's the interesting spoiler. This is interesting. A transcendent high-speed battle breaks out. Goku and Hits, united front. And yes, I pronounced it the Japanese way. 2 U's. Goku and Hits ultimate tag team formation? More contestants continue to drop out of the Tournament of Power. Meanwhile, Hit is outnumbered by Universe 11's warriors, and Goku comes to his aid? So, the interesting thing here is the combination of HAX. Can we just talk about combining time skip with instant transmission? So if Hit can bring someone into his time skip with him, which I think is possible, I'd be surprised if it wasn't. So Hit can hold Goku's shoulder, grab him by the shoulder, and he's able to put him in the time skip too, for however long, 0.5 seconds. But then Goku can instant transmission in the time skip. You combine those abilities like that, and you're literally unbeatable. It's impossible to beat you, because you'd be moving instantaneously in an instantaneous time. It's impossible to beat. It really is. You're moving in 0.5 seconds of having just time frozen, you are able to move infinitely far. It's like a less than an instant because of how this works. For those who don't think this is a big deal, who are saying, oh, well, because it's a 0.5 second where time doesn't happen anyway, you're already getting there technically in an instant. That's true, and they don't have to travel a big distance. I'm not saying they couldn't run across the field in 0.5 seconds. They definitely could. My point is that what you can do is you're instantaneously moving from point A to point B in the 0.5 seconds. Because remember, it's still a timed period that you have time skip, I'm sorry. So what we have here is your Goku and Hit at point A. Goku hits holding your shoulder as Goku to make sure you're in the time skip. Then while his hand's on your shoulder, you instant transmission right across to the guy. So that means 0 seconds have passed since the time skip has started. And you have 0.5 seconds to wail on this guy. That's the important thing. That's crazy. If you have all the time of the time skip to go all out with your power, and especially if you're Goku and Hit level, that is an almost unbeatable technique. I'd be very, very, very surprised to see anyone beat it. And I'm not just saying Jiren. I mean, we think Jiren is stronger than Beerus, but we don't know. But I'm not just saying Jiren. I am saying Beerus. I am saying Champa. I am saying Belmont. I'm saying these people who don't have the hacks. How do they beat this? How? They're just going to whittle you down eventually. If there's always like 0.5 seconds where they could just whittle you down, and then Goku could just instant transmission them out of there too so they don't get hit, what are you going to do? You're going to lose. It's literally an unbeatable tag team, and the issue is Goku's gonna fuck it up. Goku is not gonna want to do this, but I'm hoping, since it says that in the title that a high-speed battle breaks out, I'm hoping it's an instant transmission time skip thing, because it's really, really cool if it is. So really, I do think this HAX combination, and they both are HAX, an instantaneous movement ability and a time freezing ability are HAX. If you combine the both of them, you can literally go anywhere, anytime, in less than instantaneous. It's crazy to think about, but if you can freeze time for 0.5 seconds, that means that instant of time is 0.5 seconds, right? This is a better way to think about it. So if Hit can freeze time for 0.5 seconds, that means that instant time might as well be 0.5 seconds for his perspective. So if you're able to move instantaneously in 0.5 seconds, you're obviously moving faster than not moving instantaneously in 0.5 seconds. That is the big benefit of having an instant transmission inside of the time skip. And if not, if it's just some high-speed battle, then it's just going to be Goku and Hit basically blazing around with the time skip, and Goku blazing around with the instant transmission, and I'll be pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. As for who they're fighting, I mean, it says Universe 11 Warriors. Dispo seems to be fast. Topo, someone like the stronger guys. I mean, that's all that's left is Dispo, Topo, an unnamed frog guy that doesn't seem like he's gonna do much, in Jiren. So how are they outnumbered? The only way Hit is outnumbered is if there's two. So it's Frog Guy and Dispo, most likely, right? But do Frog Guy and Dispo actually put up a threat or a challenge? I mean, I thought Dispo has the potential to be strong. We don't know how strong that robot he fought was. He did win. He did win that fight. I mean, or maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I thought he won that fight on his own. Perhaps there was help. If there was help, then fine. But I think Dispo has the potential to be pretty strong, especially if we find out confirmation that he's Beerus' race, or we get some funny joke from Goku being like, "You look like Beerus-sama." What? Why? Why do you think that? Look at my teeth. I'm completely different. And it's like just a Toriyama design type thing where it's the same way where like Dragon Quest heroes just look like Dragon Ball Z characters and stuff. It's Toriyama style, so a lot of things cross over both ways. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to inform you of this spoiler because I want us to be prepared and understand the potential here of combining those two hacks. If they don't combine them, fine. It's still cool to see them used in conjunction because they do similar things. Instant transmission is not quite as good as time skip, but they're very similar. They do accomplish the same goal of getting to point A to point B without time passing. But if this is just a high-speed battle and they're just like fighting it out, brawling, then whatever. But I really, really hope the tactical side of Hit, and Hit's just like, "We do it my way, young whippersnapper. I'm 1,000 years old. I know how to fight this fight." And Goku's like, "Okay." That'd be the best way to go about it, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, this video is long enough. I am way too excited about the prospects of this. I wanted to share it with you guys. And I wanted to share it with you. But what do you guys think? Leave your opinions and counterpoints in the comments down below. And subscribe if you want more Dragon Ball videos. But for now, video outro!